like the routine, your morning routine, right? One of the first things you're thinking is like, I gotta read my Bible and I gotta pray. Actually, I don't think they have Gideon Bibles in Tokyo. So yeah, I have to bring my own. But I'm sure you guys are aware of the struggle, right? For a lot of people, like, it's hard to find like that motivation, right? And I think for me, for the past few weeks, pretty hard to find the desire to read. Last week or a couple weeks ago, I just took my Bible and I wasn't consistently reading it, but I just felt like, okay, I need to read something. I ended up just trying to go find the shortest Psalms I could find, somewhere in the 120s. I was that kid during family prayer that would probably read 117, like, you know, consistently through the week. My dad would be like, Jero, you already read that Psalms. I was flipping through and I to a short Psalms, and I came across Psalms 126. And basically the Psalms is talking about the restoration of Israel, and reading it got me thinking about, like, a restoration is exactly what I need, spiritually. And what verse I came across was, those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. You know, when we struggle to read the Bible, I mean, we're not like crying or tearing up when we pick this up, you know, every morning, but there is like this kind of agony that's there, right? This agony of, God, where are you? You know, like, picking this up actually makes me feel worse, because I get the sense that I'm not going to hear from you, you know, anyway, so, like, why even bother? This idea of wanting to pursue God and obtaining God is something that He'll give you, you know? Those who seek, you know, they will find. You know, those who knock, you know, the door will be open to them. Those who, you know, sow in tears will reap in joy. I think that's an amazing truth that you gotta cling on to. And yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to share. And in less interesting and profound news, am I the only one that didn't know that these things are called joggers? And while we're on the topic of fashion, I know nothing about fashion. Don't let the American Eagle polo throw you off. It's just not important to me. It's kind of sad when I say this. I don't really care that much about how I look. Like, for example, I didn't even bring like a comb. I don't think I brought a comb. Definitely didn't bring a comb. Hotel provided a brush. As you can see, it's not open. I don't know, it just isn't really a priority. But like, being in Tokyo, what's interesting here is people like consistently dress nice. I'm from Houston, so maybe I'll just talk about Houston. Without a doubt, there are people that dress really nice, but you know, whenever you go to the theater or whatever, there are a couple of people that kind of stand out as, okay, they kind of look like scrubs. I'm probably that person. But here, like especially in Tokyo, people dress consistently like nice, and I don't mean like wow, like mind-blowing, like Armani, Gucci kind of thing, but like people look good here. If I could have it my way, I'd be wearing something like this. How many gray shirts can you own? I really actually don't like shopping either, but like my Vans, they're like starting to fall apart. I was thinking about just getting another pair of Vans, but I kind of want to go the Converse route this time. Something like, normally I would like look at this and I'd be like, whoa, that's really cool, but then like be like, no, you can't pull that off. But I don't know, like coming out here kind of makes me want to do it. I don't know if I'll necessarily find those, although there is a place that you can custom make them. If not those, then a pair. It doesn't really matter. Tokyo summers are pretty similar to Texas summer. Maybe they're not as bad as Houston, but almost. But it's the kind of humid where like every time you step outside, like you feel like you have to take a shower every time you come back in. It's that kind of gross. Okay, let's just get out of here. Look at this. I sell beer. Do they card you? How is this? train ride was kind of quiet. Japanese don't really do a whole lot of talking on the train. If the train is loud, it's probably because there's a bunch of Americans on it. They think Americans talk too much. Also, I'm starting to sweat.
Hi.
Konnichiwa. Too hard. You anything close?
No.
They don't have that particular kind to get a regular kind. These are pretty nice. Cyne, listen. Can you get this? Obviously, didn't end up getting the Denim Converses. Did manage to snag these. Kind of cool, huh? It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but I think the selling point for me was the zipper. Just laces are kind of cool. Like, they're bungee laces. Maybe that's a thing. Am I the only one? Okay. It is 8:02 in the PM, and I still haven't combed my hair today. Come on, that's kind of decent. That's pretty decent, right? But yeah, I get kind of hungry though. The thing about eating like in Japan though is that it's like really hard to communicate with the servers. Sometimes you get the feeling that they don't really want to serve you when they see that you're American, because that means they gotta bust out their, horrible English. I don't want to embarrass themselves. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. So it's kind of hard to go to a sit-down place. I might just pick up something from 7-Eleven. They have a lot of 7-Elevens here. And like before you start, these 7-Elevens are kind of legit. Like you can get like some pretty good stuff. We'll just walk around and find it. Look at this. Okay. Oh yeah, got back just in time. I was starting to sweat. Maybe a chicken sandwich, a rice cake. I don't think this is sweet tea. That's what it looked like. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying this morning, there are gonna be moments where you hit a spiritual wall. Part of why I said all that this morning was to let you know that, hey, you're not alone. It's like really easy to be like tunnel vision with a lot of things in life, but like I guess with faith, kind of like, oh, this is my issue, no one else is dealing with this, when in reality a lot of these experiences, especially like hitting spiritual walls, everyone deals with them. So yeah, that's all I have. Okay.